Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, nasema karibu sana. A returning subscriber, nasema thank you very much. I'm super grateful. I don't take you guys for granted. You've been my pillar, you've been my strength. Each and every time we're here, we meet up, we make up new things, we meet up and talk and discuss each and every time something that will benefit one of us. And I don't take you guys for granted. And that's why I'm always thankful for your concern. That's why I'm always grateful for reaching out. So today I'm going to tackle the issue of, it's going to be sensitive. Yeah, I believe so. It's going to be sensitive. So I'm going to handle the issue of being in contract or outside the contract. Which way is more beneficial? Which way is more painful? And which way is more better? Ama that it's at least better for us. So without much of talks, I just gonna dig into our today's topic. So in a contract, I'll begin being in a contract. In a contract, I believe most of the time, most of the people, when they're inside a contract, they enjoy a lot. I wouldn't say like 100% they enjoy being in a contract, because there are people who are in a contract but they're really facing a lot. They're really going through a lot. So I'll just be me. Like me, when I was in a contract, there are things that they favored me and there are things that never favored me. So uh, things like salary issue. Like when you're in a contract, you are guaranteed that your money is there. Your salary is gonna come. Whether you have worked or whether you have not worked. Whether these people were on holiday or they were not in a holiday. In opposed to these people who are outside working without a contract. Yeah? When you work without a contract, these people when they go to holidays, when they travel, it's first a disadvantage to you because one, they're not carrying you along with them. To some people who will say that it's better off they leave me in the house, I'm in the company, me working, and then they just go. But you forget that when these people just go, when they go, they have not paid you. So that month is off. You can imagine. This is how most of us tunananganywa pesa wenye tuko nje ya contract. Yeah. So you find that in as much as unang'ang'ana sana ukae pale kwa ile kazi ama kwa ile nyumba, you don't get that chance of enjoying really this thing, yeah, of enjoying your salary. You find that someone who is in a contract, a whole year, a whole term year, 2 years of the contract, this person is guaranteed to a salary. Whether without a contract outside there, you're not guaranteed a salary. Yeah, the bosses can be good, but to an extent unaenda unapata kuna mwenye atakunang'anya your money, because there are those people who are crying out there wamenang'anywa pesa yao. Yeah, and to an extent that isifike hapo unafika unanang'anywa pesa yako. Yeah, contract ni mzuri na contract ni mbaya, hatukatai, but it just depends with your choice. Yeah, no one is being forced kutoka nje, no one is being forced kukaa contract. Yeah. The second thing, advantage of being in a contract is one, kama ni medication, utapata kuna good sponsors mwenye amefanya nini, wamesimamia the issue of medical. Apart from in opposed to the other side, when you're out there, you're on your own. When you don't have your documents, you're on your own. Yeah, and this brings me to the climax of all this. You see, when you're out there, you're being hosted by your fellow Kenyan, ama you're being hosted by your fellow person from your own country, be it Ugandan, Tanzanian, Ghana, Nigerian, those people, or even Pakistani, Bangladesh, whoever they host you, yeah, you can imagine they have hosted you. They are not. You are not guaranteed that these people are going to give you security in as much as you are there with them. Let me give you one disadvantage. Let me continue. Then I'll give you a disadvantage. So when these people are when you are there in a contract, you are assured of a roofing that is safe. You are assured that your job is safe. You are assured that your accommodation is safe. In opposed to the other side, yeah. You see, when this person has hosted you, they don't guarantee you that each and every time is gonna be okay. Because these people, they're always on the run. Yeah, always on the run. And you cannot tell me that we will work when you are always on the run. And leave alone that while you are running, when these people are caught, the ones who have hosted you, when they are caught, there are some who don't care about you. There are some who will just even go to an extra mile. Anawasaliti nyinyi wote, mnashikwa, mnapelekwa deportation, au mnarudishwa to your countries. Some of them wenye wamekuhost uko nje, you are not guaranteed that they'll give you a good safety when it comes to accommodation. That's why I'm always opposing to you toka huko nje. Toka huko nje at your own risk, toka nje at your own free will, toka huko nje kulingana your own mahitaji zimekutuma huko nje. Because there's some people who normally go outside there and then they forget what brought them there, what took them there. Because when you're in contract, a disadvantage in contract, you find that the money that is being there is kidogo, is little compared to the money outside there. Outside there, money is good, sweet. Yeah, and everybody enjoys money outside there. And you can imagine, you will find someone in a contract being paid 1,000 bob. There are people who are outside contract are given even 2,000, are given even 2,500. You find that mwingine hata sio contract yake iko na shida, ama the boma yenye anaishi iko na shida, just tamaa. Mwingine ni raha tu zilimpeleka huko, mwingine tu ako tu zake anatoka juu anaona wengine wanatoka. But I'll urge us, in as much as we want to come out there, in as much as we want to go there, remember what took you there. Because we've heard stories, we've seen stories huko nje. Someone was in a good contract, the house was super good, the boss was good, the salary she was being paid on time. But when she comes out outside there, you find that she's no longer even able to cater for needs of their children back at home. She or he is not able to cater for the needs of the parents back at home, the people they have left their children with. One, because outside there, you're not guaranteed a job direct. You can stay in this accommodation for a week, a month, 2 months without a job. Yeah, in as much as there is goodness of you being in a contract, in as much as it's of good when you're outside there. Just think about the people you left behind. So the choice is normally yours when you decide, I'm gonna toka nje. And when you toka nje, just remember what took you there. Because at times we normally forget. You can imagine, you have a child who is disabled. You have a family where you're the ones who people always look up to. You have a family that everything, if you don't do things for them, my dear, they are not gonna do for themselves. All their eyes are on you. All their hope is on you. While you were in contract, you were able to provide with whatever they needed. In as much as you wanted to continue, in as much as you wanted to make things look good for them, you opted out, umetoka nje. When you come out outside there, you don't know what the future holds holds for you outside there. Because most of us, tukitoka nje, we forget that not every person is guaranteed to our safety. Ama the person who is gonna host me, si kwa 100% atanipatia hiyo nini, atanipatia hiyo safety ya 100%. No. Each and every time you'll be always looking at the back. Someone is being followed, you see that kind of fear. I don't want to live that kind of fear. I want to live freely. I want to work freely. So you find that you'll be moving from one job to another, one house to another, because you're always insecure. And there are those good people who are outside there, who will connect you with good people. Yeah. And when you're being connected to these people, ukitoroka, that is, when you're being connected to these people, always make sure that you do your best. Because most of these people, si ati venye mmejuana sana nao, wengine hata mjuanangi. It's through connection that zimefanya ufanya nini umefika hapo penye umefika. And we don't want to mess things around. We don't want to make things look bad. We don't want to make our families suffer. We don't want to make our children to cry. Juu umetoka huko nje and you cannot provide. Umetoka nje and let's say maybe, God forbid, umeenda umekuwa hurt, umekuwa mgonjwa, and no one can help you. And leave alone that even the one who told you to toka nje cannot even help you. Are you ready to face such kind of life? In as opposed to when you're in contract. When you're in contract, everything is intact. Only that your documents are always with your what? With your employee. So hapo utapata mambo ziko nini as when you're outside, because I believe most of the people who are outside wakona everything. You'll find someone akona like all her documents, yeah, mwenye ametoka nje. Because squeezing, not most of these employers wanachukua your documents, they just leave them with yourself, unajiekea. Yeah, so let's learn to be patient, because I believe ukitoka nje, you had hopes that I'm gonna go out and better up things for my family. I'm gonna better up things for myself. Umetoka nje, pesa ndani ni kidogo, that is in contract. Pesa ni kidogo, sikatai, but you are able even to save. But unapata mtu uko nje, you get more money than someone who is in contract, but you cannot even save. One, you got all the excuses, you got every other thing that makes you party. When you are out there, you have parties, you have what? You need new clothes each and every month. You need new clothes, you need new shoes, you need to go out and you need to go out. Oh, my friend, you even forget your family, you forget your children. Wacha raha isikuongoze. Juu most of us, si ati raha ndio ilifanya tukatoka nyumbani. Juu if we wanted to have that raha, we could have stayed in Kenya. We could have stayed in our countries, in Nigeria, in Uganda, Tanzania, Ghana, whatever the country. We could have stayed there. But I believe, in as much as we want to come outside there, do we have the right motives? Are we ready to take care of ourselves than when you are in a contract? Leave alone that. In contract, you're guaranteed the full salary. When you're not in contract, no, you're not guaranteed salary. Kuna mwezi utapata, kuna mwaka utapata, you are out nil. Maybe you worked only twice, ama you worked only thrice in a year. You've lost compared to someone who has been in a contract. Because someone who is in a contract, every month, kwanza, the employers make sure that this person is getting paid, whether they worked or they didn't work. Leave alone that. When you go outside the contract, you find that most of the people wenye amekuajiri uko nje, ana timing when amekupatia this time here, you go have rest, like a 1 week or a 2 week rest. By the time you come back, they have brought another person at disadvantage. But anyways, it just depends with your luck. So And then it also depends with your work, because not all employers wanafanyanga hivyo. Yeah. And then when something else I've remembered, when you're in contract, there are jobs that you will do, manze. Hey, ati because someone is paying you, you will work tirelessly. Kazi ngumu kabisa, because someone is paying you. In opposed to when you're outside there. When you're outside there, there are jobs you say, this one, no, manze, I cannot work this one. I cannot do it. The reason why, I don't have a contract. I do according to me. And leave alone that kwa contract, you'll find there are people who are always sleeping even at 2, even at 3, even at 4. Yeah. In opposed to when you're outside when you're outside there, the contract. When you're outside the contract, by saa 3, when you have friends, you talk, they'll tell you, I'm in the I'm in my cage, I'm just resting. I'm in my room just resting. You can imagine, this someone alimaliza kazi saa 8. This someone alimaliza kazi saa 5. Ukiamka hiyo saa 5, juu ulilala saa 8 ama ulilala saa 7. You cannot tell me you can be compared with this someone who is aliamka mapema akajipanga kazi zake. And leave alone that when you're in contract, there are so many inconveniences. Things vary. You can find that there are families amekuleta, and leave alone that venye amekuleta, you'll find that when you were given the contract, you were being to the family of 5. So when you come, you find the family wako 12. Ama you find the family wako 8. And leave alone that since the family iko wako 8 ama wako 12, these are people who are always giving birth every year, every other year. You can imagine when you're in contract, the stress that you have. And since they are paying you, whatever amount they are paying you, you'll find that there are people who are really being pushed to the wall to an extent that anakuachia mtoto to whatever time she wants, because she's paying you and because you're in contract. And leave alone that it's something that you already ulisainiwa kwenye ulisainiwa, whatever country you want. Someone just signed for you. You were just given the papers that day when you are traveling to come to Gulf. So apart from working late hours, doing odd jobs, getting money or your money on time, but there's still something that I've remembered. Yeah, there's still some people who are in contract, but they're really suffering. Yeah, it's something that it really hardens my heart. It aches sana my heart. Yeah, it's not of good when someone is really suffering outside there. Kuna kazi zingine unakataa. Kuna kazi zingine mnastahili mkatae bana. Like surely mtu unakwambia chukue ngazi upande juu uoshe shandaria. Hiyo ni kazi yako ya kuosha shandaria. Ati sijui upande juu uoshe sijui nini. Hiyo sio kazi yako. Ati mara huko unaenda ku unblock sijui nini, ati juu utapatiwa chwane, juu utapatiwa 100. So contract diseases because of chwane, because of 100. My dear, me, I can't. Their jobs I refuse. And I normally tell them point blank, no, this one I cannot do. Kazi ya wanaume. There are things like even lifting up mizigos. There are things you don't lift. Sio unataka kuonesha hapo wewe ni waida. My friend, utakuwa unabebeshwa kama chizi because they are only paying you. Because they are paying you. Ndio nakufanyisha hiyo kazi yote. Hata kuinuisha mamitungi. There is a family I know. Msichana alikuja akaambiwa it's only father and mother and one child. But when you go there, you find the brothers, the sisters, the whoever, and leave alone that the sisters giving birth in that house, and you're in contract, you cannot refuse. And like when you're outside the contract, you come and find that you don't care. My friend, oh yeah, you come out, you're out, you don't want nonsense. You've told me the house has 2 children, I want 2 children. You've told me the house has 5 children, I want 5. And you can imagine there are those children you can work with. There are those families that you can work. And I normally tell people, you can be in contract, ama you can be outside of the contract. The house is big. Na hakuna kelele. That's something I normally tell people. Hakuna kelele. Watoto ni wengi na hausumbuliwi ati sijui fanya nini. You arrange your work. Unlike upate a house that is small, even but the hectic that the family is going to give you, the problem that you're going to face in that house, you'll find that even the husband of the house wants to direct the kind of jobs you're going to do in that house, only because in contract, only because he's paying you, and leave alone that he's paying you and delaying your salary. And like when you also the contract, hiyo money kama mumeelewana, utakuwa unalipa tarehe 5 ni tarehe 5, utakuwa unalipa tarehe 20 ni tarehe 20. And these people, they make sure your money is there. Unlike a contract, unapata it's not consistent. Kuna time these people utapata maybe ame overshop ama ame overspend kwa nini yake, my expenditures zake na nini zake, anataka kulete hiyo mzigo yako, akwambie I'm going to delay your salary because of this and that and that, and leave alone that it was not your own mistake, ilikuwa mistake yao. And apart from that, you will see that in as much as you want everything to work out for you, in as much you want things to work out for you. So, as I was saying, as you want things to work out for you, ama to work out for the better of you, you need to connect one and the other one. Usikuwe mtu ati unacheleweshwa mshahara umenyamaza tu. No, ati because you are afraid of this person. This is someone mmekaa naye miezi 2, miezi 3, mmeshazoeana. Mwezi wa 4, mwezi wa 5, and yet they wanakudeleshia, unapata na deleshia even your salary to an extent of 1 year. Me I cannot sit down. You delay my salary for 1 month, my friend, I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. That's why you see most people wenye wako nje, wenye tuko nje, I'll include myself, wenye tuko nje, yeah. You'll find that wenye tuko nje, when you delay our salary, my friend, there is no working. So whether you're in contract, whether they pay you early or pay you late, or they even end up telling you after 2 months is when they are going to pay you, you're still gonna work. You're not excluded. Yeah, so I will not dig so much in mambo ya kuwa ndani na kuwa nje. Most of these things tunazionea huko hata kwa mitandao, mnaziona. You see what is really going on. You've been told huyo ako nje, and leave alone that. There's something else I've remembered. You see, when you're in contract, at times I normally tell people is an advantage, because one, utapata mtu mwenye kwa contract ametoka hapo, ameenda kukutana sijui na nani huko, ameenda kupigana ama ameenda kufurugana juu one, this is someone mwenye aliamua, mimi penye niliwekwa kazi ndio nitakaa. Kama ni kuenda, tunaenda labda kwa mamake ama kwa wazazi wa hivyo. Haya, ama maybe wanaenda, kama wanaenda safari, it's up to you. You decide whether you are going to go with them or you're not going to go with them. So you find that mtu mwenye ako nje, most of the quarrels, most of the fights, most of the bad stories zenye ziko huko nje ni because you interacted so much, you bonded so much, you opened up so much to an extent that this person has known your weakness, the other person has known your weakness and is sharing your whatever your issues in your nazo to someone else. So in as much as they want to plan, even if they want to plot evil against you, it's super simple, very clear, crystal. One, you already gave them a platform. Ushawaonesha niko hivi. I normally tell people I'm normally unpredictable. You cannot predict me. No. I might be laughing, but you don't know what is going inside me. So let me encourage someone there as I finish. You want to come out? Well, so as I was saying, I will not take much of your time. Yeah, just be cautious when you're out there and when you're in contract. Know what job to do and what not job to do. Ukiwa uko nje, be safe. Kabisa. We really need you. So, kwaherini sana. May God bless you. May God give you strength. May God keep on using you guys and keep on supporting me. Please subscribe. Share. Injili ifikie watu wengi. Good night. Ciao. Wherever you are. Penyeniko, it's late sana. I did this video usiku sana. So, Unajua kuna wenye they are going to see it in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Yeah, may God bless us all in Jesus' mighty name.